Hi, Chris Addams.
Hi.
This is Bella Vendetta. I'm at the photo studio of Chris Addams Photography in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Thanks for having us up here, Chris.
You're welcome.
So, this interview is for Nocturnal Girls, and I asked them what I should be asking you, and their number one question is wanting to know how you got started in photography.
That's a hell of a question, actually.
I know.
I was a weird art kid. And
You still are.
Yeah, I still am. I have friends now, though. I grew up by myself. Like, I had, like, one best friend that was willing to tag along with me. But other than that, like, I didn't really hang out with a lot of kids when I grew up because I was just, like, the weird kid, so I never fit in. And, when I was like 12 or something, my dad bought me a digital camera at Walmart for Christmas, and it had like 1.2 megapixels. It was like the best camera money could buy at the time. And so I just started exploring places, mostly the woods and stuff. But then through high school, my friends started finding abandoned buildings.
Ah, so your love for abandoned buildings started in high school.
Yeah, and it's because I grew up watching Indiana Jones and James Bond and all those adventure movies, so like I had to go explore them, and I was convinced that there would be aliens or zombies or Nazis or something in there, and it was awesome. Like, that place right there is one of my favorite spots to go to, a big abandoned tunnel. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be born in a place that's full of mill towns and abandoned buildings and all kinds of decrepit shit, so it worked out.
So you started taking pictures in high school. When did you decide this is like something you wanted to take seriously?
I can actually remember I know it was in June of 2006 I got my first SLR, and before that I had been screwing around with a little compact point and shoot, and it was awesome, but it couldn't do what I wanted to do. And there were some other photographers I looked up to, and I just saw the cameras that they had. They had these big, huge Canons, so I got a Rebel XT and started out with that. And then I started meeting pretty people that wanted to model for me, so I just started taking like snapshots, and kind of it evolved from there. I started getting into better gear and better techniques and practicing, and just meeting a lot of people and going to a lot of interesting places.
Who are the photographers that you looked up to originally?
Oh God, Lithium Picnic. That was the biggest one. I wish I could remember the names of a lot of the other ones because there were a lot, but it was on DeviantArt, and everybody uses usernames and handles on there.
Yeah. But you're all over social media, and you're most active on Facebook and Tumblr?
I'm extremely active on Facebook, more so than I should be. Yeah, I update my Tumblr like once a week at least. I'm trying to get more stuff up on Tumblr. I'm going to be doing that. My Facebook page, the profile, Twitter I'm on once in a while, but Facebook
You
and
need
Tumblr,
to Twitter more.
I do, and my own website. Because I'll redesign it and then I go back and decide I hate it like 2 days later. My photography's been influencing my web design, and my web design I have a lot of grungy background textures, dark themes, and things like that. But it was just I like writing code. I have like OCD, so code just makes sense to me, and it's very streamlined and beautiful in a sense. And I'm staring at all those lines of code like in the Matrix. So
You're such a nerd.
It's kind of fun. Yeah.
You're such a nerd.
I can write code on a napkin and know what it's going to look like on the website. It's just fun to do. It's just like a hobby.
So one of your other hobbies is to make graphic novels and comics.
Comic books.
Is this a hobby, or is it more than a hobby?
I'm hoping it can be somewhat of a career. I don't expect to make millions or even hundreds of thousands or maybe even hundreds of dollars, but I've been drawing Dark Valley, the comic book series, since I was in 11th grade. So
oh wow!
It's been a while, and I drew 5 issues, and it's just about this crazy spiky-haired photographer and his weird friends in a city, and they get tangled up with vampires, werewolves, and all this other weird shit. But I drew 5 issues of it, and I was ready to send it out to the publisher in October of like 2004 or 5, and I went back through it because I have crazy OCD and I decided I hated everything. So I went back and redrew I'm going to redraw the entire series, and this first issue's taken me 4 years now because I had to perfect techniques, and it's all drawn in Photoshop with a mouse.
Oh, so it's not pen and ink.
It's extremely time consuming, and because of my attention to detail, it takes forever. Like one page can take me a month sometimes.
Wow.
But every single character in that comic book is a real person I know.
Oh, really?
So,
do you base your characters in the comic book off of the models that you shoot in real life?
some of the models, yeah. I've had, like, I mean, the main characters have existed for 12 years now.
Yeah.
But I met people throughout those 12 years that really influenced the characters. They changed the design of some of the characters, the personality traits, and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So can we hope to see that being published one day soon?
Definitely. I'm actually, the only publisher I have in mind is Slave Labor Graphics that did Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, so I figured Dark Valley is right up their alley.
Perfect.
And I'm just hoping that plays out well next year when I can submit it to them.
So tell me more about your models. How do you find them? Do they find you? Do you find them?
I would say 90% of the models I found are through Facebook because they know me through friends and friends of friends, mostly through the club scene. So it's I'll get a friend request and then like 2 seconds later I'll get a novel of a message about how they want a model for me. And I've been lucky because I very rarely have to go looking for models. Like, they've just been coming to me because they see my photos of abandoned buildings or nature or anything. They're friends and they want them too. So it works out. I get a lot of different personalities to work with.
So you are the resident photographer for Haven Nightclub in Northampton, Massachusetts.
I am right now, yeah. I was shooting there. I've been going there since 2006. I always have my camera with me. Mm-hmm. But they had another official photographer. He bowed out because he just wanted to enjoy the night. So I became the resident photographer a couple months ago, beginning of the year, something like that.
How's that going?
It's interesting. I get a lot of attention there.
Is it more fun than just going as a club goer?
Yeah, definitely. It's a good scene, a lot of cool people. I have horrible anxiety in large crowds. I can't talk to strangers ever. It doesn't matter how cool you are or how beautiful you are. I can't talk to strangers. So I have the camera, and that's the icebreaker for me. Girls just run up to me and they're like, "Take my picture!" And, you know, guys do too. And so, like, everybody there is cool though. Like, the guys are cool to talk to. The girls always have beautiful costumes and makeup, and it's a really interesting place to go. It's really laid back, open-minded. It is a haven for me. I've gone from, I worked at Haven, and then I did a few events here and there. I just shot a house party, which I can't release the photos to because the cops were there so often that night. They got on a first name basis with us. Someone got thrown out a window, but I got hired for another house party, so that might be interesting. I'm shooting at dusk and
where's
Rhode
that?
Island. That's down in Providence, Rhode Island. It's run by my friend Smokey, who was awesome because he got me the job. He pretty much demanded I shoot there. The name of the venue is Dusk, and the name of the event is Wicked.
Oh, cool.
And that was a really awesome spot to shoot at. It looked like something straight out of, like, True Blood.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was nice.
Have you had a favorite event so far that you've shot?
I'd have to say when Bella Vendetta took me to Mayhem Fest.
Really? That was a good one. That was one of my favorite memories too.
When I was 2 inches from Marilyn Manson's face for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was good.
I fought like 15 other photographers to get dead center in the stage. The security guards were yelling at everybody to back up, clear out, and I just wouldn't move. I had my elbows up to keep my space. And I got really, really amazing shots there. I love shooting bands, but I just haven't been able to get out and do it lately.
Do you like shooting girls more than anything?
I do. For me, when I'm shooting my Angels and Ashes project, to combine a nude model and the abandoned building, it's this contrast of beauty and destruction in a way. Mm-hmm. And I mean, to me, the models have always been like another landscape, sort of, you know, with their curves and just their different features. I mean, everybody's different, and everybody has really unique, interesting features, and to blend that into the abandoned buildings that have their own interesting details in that way is just, I don't know, it's something I have trouble putting words to, but it's really beautiful to me. That's why I like doing that so much. I have models I love shooting with. I would say I have one favorite model, but Envy has been my go-to model lately. She's awesome.
You seem to like focus on one at a time. Shoot the hell out of them.
No, I love shooting Envy. Envy will shoot anything. She's a great model. She's got a ton of outfits. She's awesome to hang out with. But the reason I shot her like 7,000 times in the past 3 months is because she lives like 2 minutes from me. And so she's always down for an adventure. Another one was Midnight Star. She's always awesome. I love working with her.
I've never met her. We still have never met. We have all these friends in common.
She's amazingly friendly. She's extremely professional. She's always on time too. I love that. And same thing. She's down to go into any abandoned building with me. It doesn't matter. You know, we've gone into some places that require quite a bit of adventuring. And,
do you get some models that are freaked out to go into an abandoned place?
I've had a couple that were kind of spooked out. But I got lucky. I'm surprised at some of the people, because I mean, I was even just when I'm exploring, like I went into the abandoned, or not abandoned, it's not abandoned, the Hoosick Tunnel. It's an active train tunnel. I went in there and just to explore and look around. I walked a good half hour into there, and for anybody that doesn't know about the Hoosick Tunnel, it's one of the longest train tunnels in America. It's notoriously haunted. Right? 192 people died in there, and I walked a good 20 minutes in, and this girl I had just met, she wanted to check it out, and she's walking into the tunnel with me, and I'm like, how brave do you have to be to just get in a car with some guy you don't know? He takes you out in the middle of nowhere, a good half hour out in the middle of nowhere, and drags you into a train tunnel, an active train tunnel, at 11 o'clock at night. You know, so that was cool, and I hadn't been that far into the tunnel, and it was just impressive that she was willing to go in there with me, and some of the other places too. Some places have been dangerous.
Yeah, you've fallen through floors and been chased by cops.
Oh, yeah.
And
at one of my shoots, I think in June or July or something, I don't know. I was going to move a ladder, and I'm walking over to move the ladder, and all of a sudden, floor's gone. I plummeted down. My legs were dangling under me, and the only thing that saved my life is I had a vest that my camera was on, and it got caught on the ledge, so I'm hanging by my vest.
Oh my God.
And I grabbed the floor, and the model ran, and she pulled me back up, but I had a giant gash in my hand. My face was scratched up, my arm. I wasn't damaged that badly, but like if my camera hadn't caught me, I would have died, because the floor was a good 30 feet below me.
Did your camera get messed up?
No, I don't know how either. Like I just hit the vest in the right way. So I lucked out there, but that's been the running gag the models make fun of me for now. Anytime I'm in a building or I'm going to do a photo shoot, everybody tells me not to fall through a floor. So I guess that's my thing now.
So do you like shooting on location more than you like shooting in the studio?
I hate studios.
You do. So why do you have one if you hate studios?
Well, if I have to do headshots or professional looking crap, commercial looking stuff, normal people photos. But I like to have an adventure. I want the day to be worth something. I want to have a story to tell at every photo shoot that I come back from. So every photo shoot I do is like, it's an adventure for me, because we have to plan it out, we have to scout the location, we have to find a legit spot to park my car, and
your car is very loud.
it is very noticeable, it's very loud, it sticks out.
Chris drives a Mustang, ladies.
Yeah.
So you know.
I actually had to hide in bushes one time. When I was in this building here with the big, huge windows, I had to hide my car in some bushes. But like it feels like we're in a spy movie, because you got to plan your entryway. I mean, we've had to jump fences, climb under. I had to dig a hole under a fence one time to get into a place. And then so you got to plan it so no one's seeing you, and then you have to do the same thing on your way out. You have to look around. You have to check for police or just any passersby, anything. And it can be a little stressful, but it's completely rewarding at the end of the day when you get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's a rush. Yeah. I know that rush. I like that rush.
10 years of doing that.
10 years. So what's next?
More of the same, actually, I hope.
You're just going to keep going?
I need more people to photograph. I need new places to go explore. And I love getting my car out on the road and just drive. I like to make a whole day out of it, you know, like I like a nice hot summer day when I can just fill the tank and just drive down the highway to someplace I've never been before, meet someone new, take their picture, sneak around somewhere, cause a little trouble, you know. I'm pretty much dead in the water in winter.
Yeah.
My car doesn't like snow, so it slows down in winter, but winter's when I'm gonna kick it up with the web design and the comic book work and all that. So it's not like I'm not doing anything.
No, you seem to be always busy.
Yeah, and I'm willing to take my car out in this crap as long as there's not a ton of snow on the ground. It's just like I gotta pay more attention to the weather. So if people need me, I'll be there.
So, any parting words for fans of yours that are watching this? Because you do have fans.
I do. It's awesome. It doesn't matter if it's a message or a comment or even if somebody's just clicking the like button. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting over the years.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that are into photography and they ask me, how I got to where I am. And I don't think I'm like a world-class photographer or anything like that. I think I'm pretty good. And, but I just tell them, like,
Let me just want to scan up to this picture up here. Say you're pretty good again. I guess you're pretty good.
I'm pretty good. I'm never going to say I'm the world's best photographer, but everybody asks me how to get to at least where I am with technical skill and all that, and I tell them find someone you can look up to, see how they do it, and look around at other people's work and learn from those people. I spent a lot of time at Barnes & Noble just reading magazines, and they list the specifications next to everything. But mostly what I really learned from is just going somewhere and just screwing around with the camera, just pushing all the buttons to see what happens. Just messing around. Sometimes I had no idea what I was doing, and I would get amazing results, and I'd have to figure out what I did to get it right. Just don't ever stop trying to improve yourself. That's the best advice I can give.
It's good advice. Nocturnal Girls, I'm sure on behalf of them, thanks you for...
I thank them.
Yeah.
They're making me famous.
Thanks, Nocturnal Girls.
Thank you, Nocturnal Girls.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
Bye.